In this video, I'm talking about Bullards Strawberry and Black Pepper Gin. We're going to be reviewing it, telling you what it tastes like, and then we're going to be matching it up with these 12 tonic waters to see which tonic works with this gin. Stay tuned. Hey gin fans, and welcome back to my gin videos here on Facebook or on YouTube, whichever channel you're watching. And I want to thank you very much for taking the time out of your day to watch these. These videos are purposely to answer all your questions about gin. The big questions I always get are A, which tonic water works well with what gin? And B, Steve, what's the best gin? So these videos are an experiment as much as they are for me, as much as they are for you guys at home. Because while I know a hell of a lot of gins available to us bartenders, there's a hell of a lot that I don't know. And to be honest, there's a hell of a lot of tonic waters I've never tried the gins with. So as I say, this is a great big experiment. We've been rolling nearly 2 months now. I've lost track of how many gins we've reviewed. But it's great. There's some brilliant tonic waters. As you've noticed over my journey, I've kind of narrowed down the tonic water selection a little bit. This is purely because a couple of comments coming back to me was, Steve, we're really struggling to get hold of some of these tonic waters. Can you recommend something else instead? So I'm kind of sticking to the big 4 brands. We've got Schweppes Normal, we've got Schweppes 1783, we've got Franklin's and Sons, and we've got Fever-Tree. Yes, there's a bit of Fentimans in there, and Double Dutch will make an appearance from time to time. But they're the kind of brands that I'm kind of focusing on, mainly because I'm really excited about Schweppes 1783. I think they're cracking tonic waters. We love Fever-Tree anyway. They've got some great tonic waters as well. But the new Franklin's and Sons range, can you see those up there? I mentioned this in the last video. We've got elderflower and cucumber, pink grapefruit and bergamot, rosemary and black pepper, and then rhubarb and hibiscus, which I'm rolling out today. You might be able to see that one there. So really excited about the Franklin's and Sons tonic waters. Some great tonic waters. So for those of you that don't know me or are watching one of these videos for the first time, my name is Steve the Barman. I've been known as that now for where are we, 16, 17 years nearly. I've been a bartender for nearly 23 years. It's nearly my birthday, nearly 41. But I've been doing this all my working life. I absolutely love spirits. Never got into beer and wine as an 18-year-old bartender. I love my spirits, love my cocktails, and the progression has grown from there. Yes, I'm a cocktail bartender, but what my actual passion is and what I love are very simple mixed drinks. Different drinks as well, stuff that you cannot get or will not see on your high street. I'm trying to give you inspiration as well. So the premise of the videos that I roll out on Wednesdays and Sundays, we roll out gin reviews, or I've still got quite a few interviews left that I filmed down at Imbibe in early July. And on Fridays, I'm rolling out my videos called Gin Inspiration. How do you like that? Gin Inspiration, Gin Inspiration, drinks, very simple drinks that you can make up yourselves at home for your parties on the weekend. So that's what we're doing on the channel, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you're watching. If you are still watching, if you haven't zoned out already, then please let me know you're watching. Give me a like, give me a thumbs up. And then in the comments below, give me a comment of what your favourite gin is. What gin do you want me to review? If you've got a gin that you drink at home and you're not quite sure whether you are actually tasting the best tonic water with it, then let me know. Drop it in the comments box and then we'll see about reviewing it. I've got a gin coming up in a couple of shows' time, where they've sent me some samples. The actual distiller has sent me some samples to get out on this review platform. So really excited about covering that. But today, as I've said, we're talking about Bullards, Strawberry and Black Pepper, and this is from Norwich, all the way in East Anglia. So I'll be honest with this gin, I actually really like the gin, but I struggle to get rid of it on events. This is the second bottle I've had in probably a year. I stick with it, but I don't give it as much love as it probably deserves. And it's for some reason, maybe it's the black pepper, I don't know, but for some reason it's a really hard sell on my event. It's really hard to get people to kind of try it and drink it. So I wanted to do a video. I've got my gin inspiration video coming up on Friday as well, is using this gin, but I've got a cracking drink for you there as well. But I really wanted to deep dive to let you know all about this gin and to see which tonic Tonic Water works best with it because it is an absolutely stonking gin. Bullards as the brand, I think back in 2017, they've only got 2 gins. They've got their London Dry Gin and they've got this strawberry and black pepper variant. But their London Dry Gin won the world's best London Dry Gin back in 2017. So they are doing something right. It's an absolute cracking gin using very rare ingredient tonka bean, which I've not researched this, but something tells me that the tonka bean is illegal in some states in the US or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but if you're watching this in America, let me know about that. There's something weird and wonderful with the tonka bean over in the States, but in the UK, it's very much out there. It's a lovely gin, kind of a little bit of hint of vanilla with the tonka bean as well, but a cracking gin. But they decided to release this back in 2016. They saw the demand, the trend was going into fruity gins. They wanted, because they are known for the world's best London gin, they wanted to kind of stick with that same thing, same theme, a really tasty gin without it being a syrupy sweet liqueur. And I think they've absolutely nailed it with this. So as I've said, Bullards is up from Norwich, Norfolk in East Anglia, so local-ish to me. I'm down in Cambridge, so not a million miles away from me. It's one of, obviously Pinkster is my very local gin, but we've got a few other gins around, but this isn't too far away from me in the grand scheme of things. But the one thing I will say for it, it's very expensive. It's, it's 38-ish pounds a bottle. I'll drop you, there'll be links in the show notes, affiliate links where you can get hold of this. But you can get hold of it on Amazon, and you can get hold of it on thedrinkshop.com, which is this big supplier that I use to run my business. I get most of my spirits from thedrinkshop.com. They've got a huge selection on there. Master and Malt is another one, and Drink Supermarket, but thedrinkshop.com are my big ones. But yes, it's a 40% gin, but for £38 a bottle, that is quite expensive compared to a lot of other gins out there in the market. So I can kind of understand why people are reluctant to buy it, to try it, because you're spending nearly 40 quid on a bottle of gin and you don't. Now, Bullards are kind of the new kids on the block. They've only been around a few years. Where are we? They're 5 years now. This is 2018. They launched their distillery in 2013. But this is the point I kind of want to make. 2013 to the world's best London dry gin in 2017. That is a remarkable journey. That is just truly epic, and that shows you how good their products are. So when they kind of wanted to jump on the trend to launch a flavoured variant, if you like, then it obviously had to match up to their London gin. They couldn't just release some ordinary bog standard flavoured gin. So they went to work, they tried to marry up the botanicals now, and we don't know too much about the botanicals that actually go into this. I believe it is a different recipe to their London dry gin. However, the rumour, and I love this little stat, I heard this about a year ago, and I still don't know whether it's true or not. I've not had this confirmed. I've not actually met or chatted to anyone from Bullards. So Bullards guys, if you are watching, please let me know, because the fact that I heard was the distillers, they were having a problem marrying the black pepper to the strawberry. While they used a ton of strawberries in their gin infused, there was nothing they could do to mask the taste of the black pepper. The black pepper was just overriding the strawberries. So the story that I've heard is they actually used chunks of banana in the distillation to add that kind of sugary sweet flavour to bring out the strawberries more. Whether that's true, whether that's a random made up story, I don't know. But Bullards, if you're watching, please let me know, because that would be hilarious and brilliant if you've managed to discover that. Absolutely. I don't know. I don't see why it would be a lie. I've got no idea why anyone would make that up. And I could see, because banana kind of, bananas and strawberries go kind of hand in hand a little bit. Part of me does actually believe that's true. Let's get on and try the gin now, because that's what we're all here for. I've got my large gin balloon. I've got my very large 5cm ice cube. Yes, I'm going to bang on about it again. Have you got one yet? Have you got your 5cm ice cube trays? Amazon, I think they've just gone up. I think they're about £7 or £8 now, what I looked. But a pack of 2, I'll drop, if you look in the show notes, there's links of where you can buy these. Highly recommend that. Just couple 2 of those chunky 5cm ice cubes in your gin balloon. Much better than the little ones when you're doing gin and tonics. That's what it's all about. Anyway, let's pop a little bit in here and see what we can smell. So straight away after pouring it, I get the big, it's not even up to my nose yet, I get the big hint of juniper. When I get it closer, I get a bit of lemon as well. And interestingly, I don't actually get too much strawberry on the aroma or too much black pepper. It smells just like maybe a slightly fruitier London dry gin. That's what it smells like. Let's taste it. That just works a treat. Not only do you get the nice sort of fruity strawberries coming through in the taste, you get a little bit of a citrus kick as well. The juniper is there, but not heavily there. It's not overriding, which is quite weird because that's really all I can smell. I can smell juniper. I can't really taste it too much. I've got quite a bit of nice strawberry going on there. And then maybe lingering on the palate. Maybe, I think it may be cardamom that I'm tasting. Not sure. Nice kind of little bit, I wouldn't say heat, that's the wrong word. Nice kind of peppery spice, really complementing the strawberry. That is an absolutely beautiful gin. I would have no hesitations at all in giving that to someone neat, to drink neat. As a martini or anything like that, you are going to be blown away by that. So let's get into the tonic tasting. That's what we're all here for. If this is the first time you're watching one of my videos, I'll just quickly recap of what I do. This is experiment conditions. So what we've got is 5ml. We've got our little tasting glasses here. We've got 5ml of gin in each one of these glasses, and then 15ml of tonic water. Okay, that is a 1:3 ratio. For me, that is the perfect way to drink a gin and tonic. 1:3. Yes, those of you that watch this, here's the rant coming. You need to drink your gin and tonics 1:3, 1:2. Maybe push it out to 1:4 if you like them a little bit weaker, but 1:3 is the absolute perfect ratio. So to put that into perspective, a 25ml gin, when you're going out to your pubs and bars, 25ml gin is literally going to be less than half of that bottle. 75ml. These are 200ml bottles of tonic water. 75ml. That's all you want. If you're drinking doubles, then 150ml, sort of 2/3, 3/4 of that bottle. That's all you want. Otherwise, any more than that, and you are completely masking the taste of the gin, and it's pointless. You might as well just drink the cheapest gin in there if you're going to put the whole bottle of tonic water in. Rant over. Very quick, very short, very sweet. Let's get on and try it. Right. Put these to one side. Slightly changed up the order. Today we've got Fever Tree right at the end. First up is our normal Schweppes. Got an ice cube in there as well. So 15ml of gin in each one of these. 5ml of gin in each one of these. 15ml of tonic water and an ice cube. Oh. Do you know what? For me, I say this quite a lot. I've not even tried the rest yet. I really like Schweppes normal tonic water. I really, really like it. For me, it's got a slight hint of sweetness over the bitterness of the Fever Tree, and that just works beautifully for me. Really, really like that. So this is, the next one up is Schweppes 1783, their normal crisp tonic water. This is their competition to Fever Tree. Let's see what it tastes like. Slightly less sweet than the normal Schweppes. You've got that bit of bitterness coming through. Works really well against the strawberry. I can get the strawberry coming through. That is a cracking gin and tonic. Quite happy with that. Really nice. This is Schweppes 1783 Light. Now, the reason why I roll that out, the only light that I really use is because it's a slightly different taste to their normal tonic waters. Whereas Fever Tree, Franklin's and Sons, their light versions, their slimline versions of the tonic waters are just a low sugar variant. Schweppes have actually, the 1783, they've gone one better. They've slightly changed the taste. Slight hint of grapefruit. very, very slight hint of grapefruit. It is nowhere near a grapefruit tonic water, just a very subtle hint. Let's see what it tastes like. That's really nice. For me, I personally wouldn't drink that because, as I keep saying, I've got a slightly sweeter tooth. I know that I need a bit more sugar to go in there, but I can guarantee it, a lot of you, especially those of you with the less sweet tooth, what's the politically correct way of saying that? Less sweet tooth? Who knows? Those of you that have got a less sweet tooth than what I have, you will absolutely love that. So next up is Franklin's and Sons normal tonic water. For me again, I tell you what, I can see we're going through all 12 tonic waters here, where this gin just works with all of them, because that's nice as well. I'd pop that alongside normal Schweppes. It's got that slight sweetness to it. Right, Fever Tree. Wow. Not a patch on that. Not a patch. Some of you will like that. I've no doubts about that. For me, there's too much bitterness, bittery quinine coming through for that. For me, I don't. That's really weird. I don't get the strawberry at all from that. That is really interesting. Now, I know Bullards might see that differently. I know Bullards might actually promote that. For me, I don't think Fever Tree works with that. It's just me. It's just my own personal view. Right, Fever Tree Mediterranean. Bit of citrus going on, bit of herbs going on with strawberry. Let's see. Oh, that's a really nice drink. That's really nice. Oh, that's going to be a tough call, which is my favourite now. The Mediterranean tonic water, you get the slight citrus, the slight herbs in the tonic water, really bring that strawberry out. Yeah, that is lovely. Right, let's recap. I think my two, 1783 and Fever Tree Mediterranean, they are lovely. They are the pick of those 6 without a shadow of a doubt. For me, normal Fever Tree just doesn't work at all with that. Schweppes is really, really nice as well. Slightly sweeter. I'm judging this on my palate, and I know I go to the sweeter end of the spectrum. I think most of you are going to be really impressed with that and really impressed with that. Purists, go with that one, 1783 crisp. If you like a bit of fruit, some flavour coming through in your gin and tonic, go with Fever Tree Mediterranean. Me personally, sorry Fever Tree, doesn't work at all. Doesn't work at all. I'm actually really interested. I need to get hold of the bottle of the London Dry Gin to do this same test, because that'll be really interesting. Anyway, let's move on to the fun side. This side is always for you guys that like a bit of flavour in your drinks, that don't necessarily like tonic water, but you want to fit in. So what we've got here are flavoured tonic waters, and as you can probably see here, some ginger as well. So first one up, this is Franklin's and Sons elderflower with a hint of cucumber. Elderflower, strawberry. Let's see. For me, I tell you what it is, and this came out last time as well in the last gin review that I did. For me, because I'm not a huge cucumber fan, and while it is an elderflower tonic water, I think the cucumber is really powerful in that. So for me, no, it doesn't work. But I would love for you guys to actually try that. And for the cucumber fans out there, we'll get Mummy Barman on this, because Mummy Barman does like this. She's probably out there somewhere watering the plants or whatever. We'll get her to have a little taste afterwards, and we'll see what she likes. So, see that, and I'll let you know. This next one is the one I've been looking forward to trying. Rhubarb, Franklin's and Sons rhubarb with hibiscus. Strawberry and rhubarb should be a match made in heaven. Let's see. That's just summer in a glass. Nice big gin balloon, nice big tall glass, plenty of that gin. I'd probably garnish that with some mint or something like that, actually, fresh strawberries and mint. That works exceptionally well. Rhubarb tonic water with hibiscus. Lovely, lovely jubbly. Right, Schweppes 1783, the crisp is, what's it called officially? Golden Ginger Ale. There we go. Golden Ginger Ale. Strawberry and ginger? Do you know what? I actually wasn't expecting that. That's a lovely drink as well. Wow. Very subtle hint of ginger. Really complements the strawberry. Takes away the black pepper. Do you know what? Oh, that's going to be a tough one to call. I'm thinking on this. Well, this is Fever Tree's ginger ale. This is a stalwart for me. I use this ginger ale quite a lot, especially in Warner Edwards rhubarb. I've not tasted that yet, as I mentioned last time with Warner Edwards rhubarb. I've got a sneaky suspicion that I'm going to really like that much better than that, but we shall see. That works really well again. Slightly more, what's the word? Slightly sweeter for me, that ginger ale. Really, it works really well again. For some reason, I really wasn't expecting. I don't know why strawberry and ginger should work. I wasn't expecting them to work quite as well as what they did. This is Fentiman's Connoisseur's Choice Premium Tonic Water, quite citrus heavy. Let's see how this one comes out. Well, not even going in for seconds. I love that tonic water. I think I need to keep that tonic water for rum, because that works exceptionally well with rum. Light rums, Havana 3-year-old, anything like that. Rum and tonic, phenomenal. I haven't actually found a gin that I like it with yet. It's very overpowering for the gin. Very citrus led. No. Right, this is Fever Tree Aromatic. For those of you who like pink gin that don't want a pink fruity gin, the aromatic is old school Angostura bitters, essentially. Let's see. That I could quite happily drink again. And we kind of go in that end of the spectrum. It's not a fruity tonic water. I would enjoy that a lot more than normal Fever Tree, that's for sure. Whether it's up there against Fever Tree Mediterranean, I'm not sure. Lovely, but I think I prefer the Fever Tree Mediterranean. Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to get Mummy Barman to try these because she's a good test. And let's make her famous as well. She's famous in my world. Loads of my friends and that know her as Mummy Barman. So we'll see. She won't come on video, but we're going to get her to taste them, see what comes out. So I'm back. Funny story for you. I'll give you my lineup first. Schweppes 1783. Crisp tonic water, out and out favourite, without a shadow of a doubt. In second place, yes, I would do Fever Tree Mediterranean, but if I'm going for a second place, I'm going for rhubarb and hibiscus. That's my second one, closely followed by the 1783 ginger. Now, Mummy Barman has just been in. This is a stereotypical 2 months ago. I don't like gin, I don't like tonic water, bleh, I don't like it. She quite happily drinks a lot of this stuff now. She's just come in here, very different palate to what I've got. She's just pulled out that one straight away without any prompting from me. That one there, all tasting them all, that one's her favourite, out and out favourite by a mile. This is a tonic water. I don't like tonic, so picked out that one. Second place for her is actually that ginger. So Schweppes 1783 Golden Ginger. Then it's a close call between those two. She actually really likes that. As I say, she's a big cucumber fan. I'm not. You get a very strong hint of cucumber. But really interesting there. So similar kind of thing to me. We're both going for 1783. Both 1783s actually. There we go. The normal crisp tonic water and the ginger. But if you want a slightly fruity variant, I honestly recommend that. Rhubarb and hibiscus tonic water. They are my three Yes, Fever Tree Mediterranean should get a shout out as well, but I actually don't think that brings as much fun as what those three do. So if you're going to go out and buy that, I'm going to say it, don't go anywhere near Fever Tree for that tonic water. For me, it just doesn't work at all. Crisp 1783 tonic water, and then we go those two if you want a slightly fruity event. That has been Bullards Strawberry and Black Pepper Gin. I hope you've really enjoyed that. Let me know what you think if you've tried it, if you have tried it before, if you think it works with Fever Tree. Let me know. Drop me a comment in the comments box below. I really want you guys to get your opinions coming across to me as well, because I'm not the be all and end all. I can only speak for the people that have got a similar sort of palate to me, but I'm telling you here and right now, me personally, that doesn't work in a million years with that gin, which is really bizarre. So there we have it. I hope you've really enjoyed that. This will go out on a Wednesday. I will see you on Friday with some gin inspiration, simple cocktails, and we're actually going to be rolling this. And for those of you who haven't worked it out, I'm going to batch it now. I'm going to record it now. See you later.